know there used to be a secret way to earn 800 Primogems for free every patch? Well, it would cost you 12 hours of your time. But back in Sumeru, you used to be able to live stream on Twitch for 12 hours consecutively to get 800 Primogems. Unfortunately, that's gone now. After Natland released, Genshin quietly stopped giving out Primogems for streaming. And that's not the only feature Genshin secretly removed. Some of them were so amazing, it's a crime we'll never see them again. Others, understandable. So let's revisit all of them. From the worst ones I'm glad are gone, to the best ones they should have never removed. Warning, the last few ones might be a bit upsetting. Speaking of features, I wish Genshin had this feature on the brand new released game, The 7 Deadly Sins Origin. It's an open world game set in the world of Britannia shortly after the events of the original highly popular 7 Deadly Sins anime. So if you were a fan of that, which I am, its plot is genuinely one of the best I've watched, you'll really enjoy this game. They translated the anime art style into 3D perfectly, and its animations across all dialogue is amazing. Just look how they animated this massive enemy, and you get to play as a ton of different characters, from fan favorites to new characters like Diore. The 7 Deadly Sins Origin is completely free and available on desktop via Steam, PS5, and mobile with crossplay. So download it now to try it out, and a huge thank you to the 7 Deadly Sins Origin for sponsoring us. First, we have the good it's fucking gone tier of features. Shit I'm glad doesn't exist anymore. Like in 20th place, exclusive 3-star weapons. Back in Mondstadt and Inazuma, used to be 3-star weapons that were unobtainable via the weapon banner. You could only get them through chests. You still can only get them through chests. While these are nice and FTP friendly, there's zero warning that once you feed them to your other weapons, they're gone from your account forever. And God knows how many of these I've accidentally gotten rid of. At least this stopped being a problem from Inazuma onwards. In 19th place, expeditions eating people. Characters on expeditions used to get locked up and you'd be unable to use them for 20 hours, which really sucked. Especially for early Genshin when we had like 7 characters. Thankfully and understandably, they immediately removed this feature in version 1.1. 18th, the resin used to cap at 120. That's right, your resin would cap every 16 hours. I remember having to log into Genshin mid-Starbucks shift just to spend my resin so it wouldn't cap. Thank God it's 200 now. I don't even remember this, but apparently Hydro Resonance's buff used to be a healing bonus, which is kinda useless. Now it's HP bonus, which fits very well for the HP-based Hydro units. Hot take, I'm kinda glad bounties don't exist anymore. We used to have to do 3 a week to farm reputations for our regions. With Notcry, they're gone. They only exist in the form of local legends you fight like once or twice to get achievements or their drops. Did you notice that random events are gone? We used to get random encounters while roaming around Teyvat that would give small rewards up to 10 times a day. Starting from Fontaine onwards, they don't exist anymore, so you can only trigger them in these regions. While they were nice for immersion, I rarely engaged with them and they were kind of annoying sometimes. Except for that reckless pilot one, I would take great pleasure in ignoring. And finally, another hot take. I'm glad they removed 5-star weapon series. Genshin used to do this really cute thing where weapons from the same region would follow a similar design pattern, almost like a set. I'm glad they stopped doing that. But why? Isn't it thematic? Yes, but back then, it created these eyesores. Yoimiya and her purple bow, Nilu the dancer and her giant paddle. Ayaka's Mistsplitter is okay, but it could have been better. Thankfully, starting from Fontaine, they stopped forcing it for 5-star weapons, with only Siegfried and Escoffiers being part of a series. For Natlan, only Sidlalis was part of a series. And now, with Not Cry, no 5-star weapon is part of a series yet. Only the craftable 4-stars, which I think makes for an amazing balance of world building and aesthetics. And the next tier are features that were removed that I won't miss. They were nice, but to be honest, I didn't notice they were there and I sure as hell didn't notice they were gone. Number 13 is the unusual Hilichurl. He was a Mondstadt Liga exclusive, kind of funny to run into, but honestly useless. 12 are hunting traps. There used to be traps to murder boars by chasing them into it, even though we can kill them in like a hit. They were given to us in Razor story quests and never again. If you use them, you'll never get them back. I'm almost tempted to use it on this piece of shit boar in Liga that keeps jump scaring you every time you teleport there. 11th is the Wave Rider. Once a staple in Inazuma and somewhat in Sumeru, they've stopped appearing since Fontaine, and I don't miss them. They were kinda hard to control, and meant when travel mechanics be faster. But now are features that I kind of miss, but I'm also glad they removed. In 10th place, I don't know if you noticed, but we lost some recurring events, like the old but gold theater mechanicus that last reran in 2022, or the Sealy event that last reran in 2024, where you could collect new colors of Sealy pets you haven't obtained yet, so you could grow your collection. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm really sad they removed this. Please bring this back, Genshin Impact. What I don't miss, however, is the combat events, though those got replaced with Stidden Onslaught, which I much prefer as a masochist. 9th place are events that used resin. Old Genshin events required you to use resin to claim rewards on them. Why would I remotely miss this? Because they were fucking good for stocking up on resources for cheaper. And if I remember correctly, sometimes you could do that shit infinitely. It was like a free resin discount. And now that I'm absolutely broke on EXP books, I really miss this. But also, it did feel painful in the moment to use resin, and it was annoying to remember to save it for the event, so I'm kinda glad it's gone-ish, not really. 8th place is kind of funny. Did you know there was a time Genshin had 5-week patches instead of 6 weeks? All thanks to the 240-day banner. Back during COVID-19 lockdown, Genshin realized they needed more time for the next update to release, so they decided to extend the current Ayaka banner by 240 days, since they had no idea how long the delay would last. This was hilarious to look at. I will miss it. The 5-week patches were also a lot faster, but kinda bad for saving, so 7th place would be the one and only standard character who got her own exclusive banner. Cutting. Almost no one would pull out a banner like this in this day and age, but it was nice to see a standard banner character get some love. And very controversial, but I almost wish they didn't remove this. Artifacts dropping on the ground when you claim them in a domain. Yes, it's way more annoying to pick up. Yes, you don't even get to see their stats, but you could do something incredibly hilarious with them. If you had Venti and his ult, you could suck your co-op teammates' artifacts off the stage into the void so they'd waste all their resin. Kind of evil, but they could actually just fall off the map and their artifacts would respawn in the stage, so it was mostly harmless, not really. And finally, the 5 features that Genshin is evil for removing. In 5th place, the Primogem domain. Starting with Fontaine, I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. Genshin no longer added these one-time domains you could clear for Primogems. I'm pretty sure we didn't lose those extra Primogems because they probably added them back via chests or something. But 1, those domains were pretty cool and I liked clearing them. 2, I am really lazy to find chests, and those domains didn't require any finding since they were on the map. But at least I can kind of understand why they're gone, unlike 4th place, the double splash arts. Old characters in Genshin used to get 2 splash arts, one for the drip marketing and another for their actual gacha splash art. The last character that got this was Hu Tao, and the closest one to having it since was Scaramouche. Oh, and Farina, because she's Farina. Now, all of drip marketing is just the character's gacha art with the background removed. It's not egregious, but I do miss the actual personality in drip marketing posts. 3rd place is the aforementioned creator Primogem rewards. I know it's kind of niche, but several creators have expressed disappointment that Genshin no longer gives out Primogems like they used to. I really don't need them, but it was nice that Genshin used to show appreciation to its creators, both big and small, with mini Primogem rewards. 2nd place would be Hangouts, the mini quests we would get with 4-star characters. The last one they released was Lynette's Hangout in 2024. I get that they've been replaced with character anecdotes that I love. Frankly, I never was a massive Hangouts fan. I've only completed one. I'm sure many players really enjoyed them. Plus, they used to give out these adorable pictures with the travelers, and they even changed them for Ether and Lumine respectively. But in 1st place are these amazing scrapped characters that were never released. I could do a full video on this if you want, but it's genuinely criminal that some of these are just gone. Are there any removed features I missed? Is there anything you really wish Genshin would add back? If we talk about them enough, maybe Genshin would bring them back, like the Sealy event. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.